Scorpio, hello, welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. My name is Tiffany. We're doing your reading for November. So it's your birthday month, and look, we had the new moon in Taurus. Sorry, we had the full moon in Taurus, which might have been very exciting for you. All about your values, how you bring value to the people that you connected to, the world that you are living in, and how you value you, right? We have a new moon in your sign, the 20th to the 21st. Mercury is in retrograde, which could be good, could be bad. You might be looking deeper at your own actions, the things that came out of your mouth, drawing the lines of what you're responsible for, right? Like, what's mine to pick up and clean. And this month in general, as you know, will bring us to pull off the dead bits of our old identity that are trying to drag down the full thriving bits of our new identity, right? Transformation is at the heart of it. So let's just see, Celtic Cross, what's coming towards you for the month of November. For Scorpio, please, can I have the center? The Hierophant in reverse. All right. Wait, I lie. The Hierophant. My deck is in reverse. So let's just get it together, okay? Right. Crossing you. Crossing you, I've got the Nine of Swords. What else? Crowning you, I've got the Five of Swords in reverse, for real reverse this time. Underneath you, the Four of Pentacles. Keep going. What's the past? What brought us here to this particular moment, please, for Scorpio? The Ace of Swords on her side. And what about the future energy, please? And I've got the Chariot in reverse. This is going to be future. We've got the personal position of strength, the environment, followed by the hopes and fears, and the outcome, please. Outcome, please. Try that again. Can I have an outcome, please? Thank you. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Do I smell reconciliation? I'm not sure. This is not a love reading, but we will read through the cards as they present themselves. At the center of the reading, we've got a structure, a hierarchy. Yes, you can pass, or no, you cannot. This is your value system and what you commit to. Okay, crossed by stress. So you are stressed out because something about your belief system is not actually in agreement with your environment, or something about your environment isn't driving well with your belief system. So the structure is actually asking you to take a closer look. I don't know what's changing, but something is here. Now, at the top, crowning you, the Five of Swords in reverse, which means you recognize you didn't see the situation clearly. There was a sense of worthiness that was at play. That card is Venus in Aquarius. With Venus so much at play in this month, because your opposite sign is Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Okay, anyway, so that means that something about this full moon brought complete for you a healing on a timeline, right? Because when you become aware of something and it unravels what your previous awareness of it was, well, now everything is different. So that value system, what you had committed to and committed faith to, needs a shift. That's why there's stress at play. Now, stress is not a bad thing. Great things come from stress. Great actions come from stress, but stress is a process. Underneath you, we have this guy trying to hold on tight, or suggesting to you what is salvageable. What can we at least keep our hands on as we go through this hurricane of a shift? What brought this on was a half-truth. So previously, what you had considered to be the law wasn't. Where this is going, the Chariot in reverse. You said, that's no longer my destination. I change. I have to change route? No, I'm going to add a stop. Okay. Personal position of strength, the Tower. Huge, huge willingness and ability to pull up the e-brake, get out of the car. Jump out of the moving vehicle. Yeah, I'm going to walk it from here. Whatever changes are necessary at this time, you're ready. Your environment, there's opportunities. It's going to come. Whatever it is that you get, let's say you get out of this moving vehicle and you decide, I'm going to take these stairs, I'm going to go over that overpass. You're going to meet someone, you're going to run into someone, you're going to find the lift that you need, get where you need to go. The opportunity is going to be there. Okay, this is all happening now. Hopes and fears. So the Eight of Cups in that position is about true sense of empowerment, because you said to yourself, I know that there is something better than this. And you turned your back and you went. So when the Eight of Cups shows up, it's recognizing your will. Okay, you think there's something better for you? You have to leave this to go get it. So your hopes and fears are that you're going to go find that ninth cup. The outcome, whatever loneliness, separation, disappointment, desperateness you were experiencing, it's going to be turned on its head. You are not nearly as alone as you imagined, and whatever worries you had about being kind of without, also not real. So let's get into your reading, because the Three of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. There's a celebration here. There's a togetherness. And I want to stress that when the Three of Cups shows up, it's when the universe meets you halfway, right? Serendipitous things just occur. Synchronicities. The people that you need when you need them right there. Because it's finally you showing up as the authority in your life. Cool. All of this is flowing very well. But if you are a Scorpio that has not shed light on their situation as of recently and seeing it very differently, this may not be your reading. Because this is a very specific story for someone who's going through a shift of perspective as it relates to what they've been committed to and what has been a huge part of their value system. Okay? All right, let's go. Can I see this Hierophant? What does he stand for, please? Hierophant. Hanged Man on its side. Yeah, we've given this some thought. Can I see the perspective that shifts, please? So you've given me this Nine of Swords, which is crossing. You've given it to me in reverse. So what was really stressful and kept you in a stasis, you said, I'm not doing that anymore. I got the breakthrough. Lightning came through. In this deck, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Tower have the lightning. Okay? So, I'm not going to go into what the stress is. I don't need to know. We don't need to pry. You already told me that in your Hanged Man, you spent time, but you turned the stress upside down. Why? Because the Five of Swords is upside down. So I'm going to learn what it is that you shifted. Show me the Five of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Not afraid to start again. King of Cups. That's you. Not afraid to start again. What are you starting again? I don't know. But it's something that you love very much. It's something that you care about. It's something that you feel compelled to show emotion to and take care of. Bottom of the deck, that's the Hermit. The brightness of what it means to take ownership of our part in it. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Two aces with the King of Cups. So you might have said no to something previously because you didn't see value in it, but now you see yourself in it 100%. All right. This could have started in September. The Hermit is there for Virgo season. Can I see this energy underneath, please? This Four of Pentacles. What has a hold on Scorpio, or what are they holding on to? So there's something about a material thread that runs through this, because you got the Ace of Pentacles twice, and underneath you now the Four of Pentacles. Show me this Four of Pentacles, please. The Chariot, there you're moving. What else? Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Wait. Confidence, again, 9 of Pentacles and the Sun. I'm putting this back in because no one asked for the Sun to be popping out like that, okay? Now, 4 of Pentacles working against you, underneath you, undermining you. The Chariot. Movement. So what has a hold on you was a path and momentum that you were in before. You were sure this was the direction that you were going to go into. You were so sure, confident. Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. My way or bye. Yeah, that is earth, that is fire, and that is get out of my way. Get. Just get. But it's no longer the attitude that you are working with. It doesn't mean that you've shifted who you are. It means because the future is the Chariot in reverse, that's not the direction that you're going to move in. Super interesting. All right, let's see what brought this on. Can I see the Ace of Swords? Can I see the Ace of Swords, please? Ace of Swords, please. What is this half-truth for Scorpio? Something. What is this half-communicated detail? Ace of Cups. God, that's 3 aces on the table for you. An Ace of Cups brought on Temperance at the bottom of the deck. An Ace of Cups for the Ace of Swords on its side. Someone didn't tell you exactly how they feel. You didn't tell someone exactly how you feel. You were waiting. This is time. You were waiting for the right moment. They were waiting for the right moment. So you were operating in a stress of indecision, not sure, not knowing how to begin. And so maybe previously you said no to something, and meaning the no was the 5 of Swords, but it's clarified by 2 aces. I have all the aces on the table. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. There is a huge potential energy here for grand movement. Okay. I don't know what that Ace of Cups means. Could be your own spiritual enlightenment, your own spiritual experience, feeling connected to God for sure. Could also be with someone else. Can I see the future energy, the Chariot, please? This Chariot is in reverse. This Chariot is not going somewhere. Can you share with me what you know? Right? The Page of Swords in reverse. You didn't have all the information. Some card just flew way out of there. You didn't have all the information. What else? Hold on. Oh my God. You won't believe it. The Ace of Swords. So you didn't have all the information, and now you do, followed by the Page of Pentacles. There is something that is of value to you that you will bring yourself to, now that you understand what you understand. 5 of Pentacles. You are not moving in this direction anymore. This is marked at the end of your reading. This feeling of sadness, of wilting, of alone. No. Can I please see the Tower? This building comes down. Show me. This Tower. What do we need to know? Okay, just keep it on the table. What do we need to know? I'm so eager. So whatever was in peace, whatever was in hiding is going to come out. What about? About this connection, about this love, about this shared responsibility in holding a cup. Something that has been unknown to you surfaces. This is the moon. Something that you couldn't see all sides of. Well, we know that. So you're taking a huge, this is an opening of a new cycle. Well, it's closing of one cycle and it's opening up of another one. But this has to do with a movement into a new cup. There is a new direction here. This previous direction, you're no longer moving. And that movement is marked by a 5 of Pentacles. And this movement is marked by an Ace of Pentacles. Well, all the aces. Can I see the Ace of Pentacles? So all of this potential, all this starting energy. Can I see it in its material form, please? One more time. The Ace of Pentacles for the environment, for Scorpio, for the birthday month. What's this Ace of Pentacles? The world. Okay. Followed by the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. So this decision is decided already. The environment is working with you. This opportunity comes by way of law, by way of whatever it is that can be viewed by the owl, right? That can be decided with clarity. Precision to cut out what is not working. Page of Wands, to be enthusiastic, to start a new endeavor as you open this cycle. This is working in tandem with the universe. Nice, like I said, right? So, whatever course correction, I'm surprised I haven't seen the Fool. Whatever course correction you have decided upon here, it is in your favor, and favor is here for you. So let's just take a look and keep going. This 8 of Cups. This is hopes and fears. Let's just see this 8 of Cups, please. You leave something behind. What do you find? The Emperor. And what else? 7 of Wands. The King of Wands. There it is, the lightning again. Now, the King of Wands is marked here from this deck. After the 3 of Cups, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is also marked with this right after it. Now, I don't know how many people I'm talking to have a love from previously. I don't know how many people have a situationship that they have been determined to walk away from. I feel like I'm getting some stories of people who have been separated for some time, exploring another relationship, and you're going to leave the current relationship to go back to this old King of Wands, who's now working in an Emperor role, right? Like they've leveled up. In the time that you haven't been with them, they've leveled up. There's another story here about that. You're worlding the King of Wands. Whomever it is that you've been with currently, there's no chance. So let's just go. Last card here, seal the deal. The outcome is the 5 of Pentacles. And it's in reverse. You see? This whole reading has been a back and forth of what is ending, what is starting. Can I see the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, please? What comes back to life? Yep, exactly. The 10 of Swords in reverse. The mindset that you had that something was over is gone. The Seven of Cups in reverse. There is a new emotional truth that you are embodying as you venture into this lover's union. So this is not someone that you are just meeting. Seven of Pentacles. This is something that you filed away a bit ago. This is something that you manifested a long time ago. Interesting. It still feels connected to manifestation for you, except that it's now different. Because now you've been working in an independent pathway, choosing other things, doing other things, managing your own stress, building up your own potential, working through your own contracts and your own constructs. And yet somehow, some way, this is in alignment with you due to the mindset ending. And what you evaluated before is not something that you can move forward on. Now it's found its way back into your manifestation. Okay. Right? Spirit, can I please get some advice? Particularly as it relates to this Three of Cups and all these aces. Can I get some advice? Particularly as it relates to this Three of Cups and all these aces for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Advice for Scorpio, please. Six of Swords in reverse. Exactly. Something comes back. Ace of Pentacles is on the table again. No way. So, hold on. Okay, so someone that was Seven of Wands. Someone is leveling up, you see. This is a leveling up. Look, Six of Swords in reverse. Someone that was not talking has come back. The Ten of Swords has ended the previous mindset of your perspective of them, their perspective of them, their perspective of you, your perspective of you, you and their prospective. And here is the Ace of Pentacles. Something can bloom again from the deep. I cannot stress to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aces on the table. The potential is live. Okay. I leave it there. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Ciao.